Hi everyone, welcome back to another fair. Now today we have we have some new rides. This is one of them. This is called a flasher, or a turbine, as I've also called it. This is also called. As you can see, here's all the rides and everything that's just all sitting around. There is another ride that's going to turn up. It's not here yet. Anyway, let's get on and get things done. Don't worry about the X's there. They're for like the control panel and everything else. So we're going to come down here. We're going to hit an X. And we're going to put all the footers out, or the blocks to level the ride up. We're going to now come over here. There should be I think it's the X. I'm sure it's one of these. Let's try that one. There we go. And then we'll put the blocks out for that part of the wet as well, which is for like where you get on and off the ride. That's for the main part of the ride. Also over here there is an X, and that puts on like the backboard. Hit that, and that takes it away. Now there is something I did forget to do, and that's because of the recordings. But over here we are. We have two X's. Sorry, a bit mad there. Now one of them will switch on the control panel over there. As you can see, the X's appear and disappear. And over here, these are like the setup X's. So you hit that, and that will give you all the X's for the setup. So if you come across it and you don't follow the X's, go over there, hit both of them buttons. One to give out the buttons to the control panel, and then one to give out buttons for the main ride. As I've done it, I've just switched one off, but you might actually need them. Depends how you want to set up this ride. If you want to do it realistically, you can do by all means, but this is the way I set it up. It's just the way I'm doing it. Anyway, as I said, right, so very quickly, this ride does come with two trailers, this mod. There's a trailer that carries the arms, and there's another trailer that carries all the other bits. Now the only reason they're not out is because they do give you a lot of lag and a couple of issues, so they're not out. So what we're going to do is we're now going to put the feet out to stabilise the ride, which is this X here. That will then put the stabilisers out. That will give you the feet. Right, stabilise the ride. As I said, there is another trailer that will sit across here, but I can't use it because there's no tow hook. You can't pull it. There's just no tow hook. Like on this one, if I press this X here, you see there's a tow hook for the truck. That hasn't got any, so you can't tow it. There's no way you can do it without modding it in, and I don't know how to do that yet, so that doesn't work. But anyway, apart from that, it's still a really cool mod. So we're going to put the arm on as well. Now normally, as I said, there'll be a trailer sitting under here that sits. Now when you get the trailer, it looks a bit bent, but the reason is because it sits literally over here. So it's designed to sit over the arm here. Now as I said, I haven't got it, so I have got it, it's just I can't use it. It's a pain. It is a shame. But anyway, so what we're now going to do is we're going to come over here, and we're going to start setting up everything else. Now as I said, now the order that I'm doing this in might be totally wrong, might be incorrect, which it is, as you can see, but still it's just the way I'm doing it. You know, I've never seen this ride before. There isn't no pictures of how this ride is set up, so pass. So what I'm doing is I'm literally doing it like roughly how I've seen it in YouTube. So I'm just trying to work out. There you go, there's a pay box, and then they should build the fencing. It's going to go up over there. Should be another X. If I go back, sets up all the railings like so. There you go. Just going to set up the railings. So you probably think, oh, it's partly done. Yeah, it is. Then if I hit this X over here, this should start setting up the rest of it. As I said, this is done a little bit in the wrong order. There's not a lot I can really do about that. As I said, I've never really done this ride, so this is all like kind of like a whole different ball game. There you go. There's the front bit of it. And then over here there'll be some more X's, which you probably won't be able to see because of the sky. But then we hit this one, and then we hit this X over here, and that just puts everything else up, like so. So if you have any problems with setting up this ride, that's how it's done. Now remember, I'm not doing this in order. This could be done in any order. The real ride is set up totally different to what I'm setting up. So I do apologise. Now we're going to need to come over here. I also said there'd be 3 buttons. There's 2 over there, and there'll be 3 over here. Now, one of them will lift the ride up into position, like so. Now don't worry about the hydraulic arm. Even when that gets into position, that'll still be like lifting itself up. Don't worry about all of that. That's absolutely fine. That's just to do with the mod. Once it's in position, don't worry about that. Just crack on and do the rest of it. It's fine. That will sort itself out. It just takes a little bit of time to get to the top. That's just the way it's done and the way the mod has done it. It's absolutely fine. The mod has done a really good job anyway of building this right up. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. So now what we're going to do is we're going to work it all out. So I think it's this one. It now lifts it up, as you can see. We're going to lift it into position. Now obviously it would be done like this if we drop down and then you get these out, but for some reason it's just the way it works. Now we're going to lift these in, so one up, one down, so we're going to connect them up, as you can see. So remember, it'll be this one to lift it up, this one puts it out, and then this one puts the arms in position. Now the next job we're going to do is I'm going to fly. Now, to set this rod mod up, you will have to fly, there's no doubt about it, you've got to do it. Now for the next bit I'm going to do, this is not how it's done, but this is how I've got to do it in the game. There's nothing I can really do about it. So, if you come over here, you'll find the next X, that will lift that bit up. I'll fold that out, you come over here to this next X, that will then fold this part out. As I said, you do need to be able to fly to set this right up. There might be another way of doing it, I'm not too sure. But we're going to come over here, and now you're going to be two X's. Now, this one, put the arm back. This one will put the cars on, like so, as you can see. So now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom back, and we're going to all the way down back to the bottom. And we're going to do the same down the bottom. Now it'll be two X's. This one will fold it away. This one will put the car on. Or put, well, the cars on or the seats on. There you go. Now we're going to drop back down. Now, as you can see, it's not completely set up, even though I thought it was then. I was just like, oh yeah, and I was like, no, not quite. I've got to put the handrails on. I should do the handrails. Now for some reason the lights have come on. Now this may happen now and again, it may not, it depends. I mean, I did switch this right off, but for some reason the lights have come on. But it does happen now and again, there's not a lot I can do about that. And as you can see, there you go. There's everything on now. This is going to lag a little bit. There's not a lot I can do about that. That's because of the way the ride is. And there you go. That is literally the ride. That is everything. So as you can see, there we go. Now, yeah, it is lagging. That's just my computer. It's actually to do with the mod. It's because the mod is really well detailed. My computer doesn't like it. And I've worked that out because everything else seems to work fine, and then when I come to these I get the lag big time, as you can probably see. But if I come over here the lag kind of stops. But anyway, apart from that, and I do not care, because the main thing I care about is setting these up, taking them down, and you know, I think it's just so stunning. It really is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So as you can see, there you go. There is our first ride, or new ride, Flasher. Absolutely stunning mod, really big. Now as I said, this has come on an extra 2 trailers, so you've got one that carries the arms, and then another one that carries the cars and the pay box and all the flooring. The only reason I haven't got them out is because they do give me a bit of problem with lag, but I'm not going to say that you're going to have the same problem, because you might not. You might have a really good PC, or you might like get rid of the bottleneck. I don't know of how this all works, but it just makes no sense how I can load this up 12 times and then also I get it running really perfect at high specs. No problems whatsoever. Come back to it and no, it lags. So I have to lower everything down to get this to run. Doesn't make no sense. And I'm still getting lag, even though it's running on low. But then if I like reset it like over 12 times, I can get this run really nice, even in low. And even in high I can get it to run, but it takes me over 13 times to like get the game to run, which means sort of loading it, saving it, loading it, saving it, loading it, saving it, and it just doesn't make no sense. But anyway, there's our fast new ride, Flasher. I'm not going to keep going on about it and going around doing all the other rides, because it does take a bit of time. We will do the rest of it, and you will see some more stuff coming in. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to show this off because this is such a good mod. And I will leave links in the description, so if you want this mod, go get it. Remember, one trader will not work, so if you're a modder, you might want to alter that. If not, there's not a lot I can really do about that, but the other traders do work. Everything is fine. Record account. So hi guys, so sorry about that. So if you want to leave anything in the down below, so if you want to leave comments, you can do by all means. If you want to subscribe, you can do. That is not an issue, you don't have to. And if you want to give it a thumbs up, you can do by all means. As I said, I will leave links in the description for these mods, or for this mod. If you want any other mods, there are other videos that I've done which have got all the links in for them as well, which you can go and get, not a problem. Well, for the new ones, they will be put in this description, okay? So if you want this ride, it will be in this description. If you want some experience, then you're going to have to go to one of my other videos to find the link for it, which I will try and put in. If you need it, I will try and tell you where to direct you, and you go and get it from there. But all the links for all these are in. So if you want high speed or pulse, they are in there, and also experience if you want them. You can also go and find them. Anyway, as I said, it's time for me to go now. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do, that's absolutely fine. But thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all the modders, for all the work you've done, all these new stuff, absolutely amazing, really cool. Or even for all the other stuff that I've got. Thank you so much, you're absolute stars. And I will see you very soon in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.